Hey, Danica Bots, aka Teaching in Checks, and I wanted to share with you some of my favorite tips for how to boost productivity with your iPhone. So, a little bit about me. I'm an instructional designer at Region 4. I've also been a digital learning coach, K through 12 in school districts. I have taught 8th through 12th grade social studies, and I am most active on Instagram and LinkedIn and X as Teaching in Checks. So, give a follow if you want to connect. So these are just some of my favorite ways to use my iPhone to keep me organized and my head together. First up, make sure your phone is updated, and you can find that by going to settings, general, and then software update. If you have an update to run that's available, check that out because it may determine whether or not you see some of these features. Number one, did you know that you can share contact information by bringing two iPhones together and tapping? And this is something that you have to enable first, and you do that by going to with the directions on screen. Go to Settings, General, select AirDrop, and then you can toggle on bringing devices together. After that's on, you'll be able to share photos, videos, and contact information. I like that if I'm out and about on a campus or at a conference and networking and really want to share information quickly with someone. My second one is the focus mode, and that allows you to let in notifications from certain people and apps. I love this going at work. I set the focus mode a work focus mode. And then as you see on my looping GIF that I have going, I'll allow in notifications from my husband, my mom, daycare, but I turn all the other apps off. Really nice for work and at bedtime. After that is reminders. You're probably familiar with your reminders app and how you can speak to Siri and say, remind me to take out the trash, at 7 p.m. But did you also know that if in Apple Maps you have places like your work, places like your home saved on Apple Maps, then you can use the Reminders app and say, when I get to work, do this thing. When I get home, do this thing. So my screenshot that I have here on the screen is remind me when I get to work to email Jake. So I use that one all the time. Number four, shortcuts. As you can see here, there's all types of shortcuts to quickly make a GIF out of a video, to remind yourself to take a break, to shorten a URL, to clean up the screenshots on your phone. So go play around with those and see which one will really help save you time. Screen time management and limiting your access to apps is, oh, sorry, no, wait, did I skip? Yeah. Screen time management is not just for kids. We need it too as adults. So notice the downtime and the app limits. Downtime will schedule, a break from your phone. App limits, you can say, hey, I only want to give myself 1 hour of Instagram app, Facebook, X a day. And once you hit that 1 hour, you'll get a pop up on your phone saying, hey, it's time to close out. You got 1 hour, you got 15 minutes. Give yourself another 15 minutes, close it now, or I forgot what the other option is, but it's a really nice reminder to better manage your time. Oh, I went too fast. Okay, voice memos. I love this for being able to record. So if you're sitting in a meeting and you're not going to be able to remember all of it, or you just want to be able to recap what was said, you can turn on the voice memo on your phone, select record. It's recording what's happening in the room. But if you swipe up again while it's recording, then in the bottom left-hand corner, there's this chat bubble icon, and you can use that to start captioning, live captioning the audio. so that when you're done, you can download that, transport that, put that in a Google Doc or your Notes app. And so that's a really nice way to never miss what's going on. Tip number 7 is the Notes app. The Notes app is pretty powerful. When you open that up, of course, you can do formatting your text, you can do checklists. But if you click that paperclip icon, did you know that you can attach files and record audio directly inside of a note? Add images, photos, video. You can take images directly, video directly from the Notes app, and then it drops it in there for you. I like that for recording like quick tutorials. I'm going to take a picture of this thing and then write a note about it. I'm going to take a picture or record a process and then drop it in the notes, and then underneath add some captions. You can also use it to scan documents and text. The calculator has some new the calculator has some new features as well. When you go to calculator, in the bottom left hand corner, there's this calculator icon. When you click on it, you'll see math notes, and you'll have the ability to toggle on a feature called converter, and I'll talk about that next. But with math notes, I love that it recognizes the symbols that you're working in. So in this screenshot that keeps playing, I did 2 plus 2, and when I draw equals, it automatically recognizes that I'm doing an addition problem and I need to auto sum that for her. So yeah, 2 plus 2, and then I drew the equal sign, and bam, it zoomed out and finished it for me. Never know when you might need to do some type of quick calculation, fractions, division, who knows what you could use it for. There's also the converter tool. So I'm always in the kitchen and cooking and converting. How much tablespoons is this? How many cups is that? But it also does liquid, temperature, data, weight. Yeah, there's lots that you can convert to. So again, that's going to the calculator function and toggling on the converter tool. And then you can use that. Number 9, if you've been wondering how I've been doing these screen recordings on this presentation, I use the screen recording feature. So I'll swipe up, or what do I do? Swipe down from the top is what I do. And the screen recording tool is that circle within a circle. And if I'm doing a tutorial or a screencast or how to walk someone through something while being on my phone, I'll also turn on the microphone, and then it packages it into an MP4 for me, and you've saved yourself going back and forth because you've just shown them directly. All right. Next up is being able to schedule text messages. If you go to your messages, to the bottom left-hand corner, there's this gray plus sign. When you click on that plus sign, you scroll down to send later, and then you can schedule the time, the date you want that message to be sent, and then you click that blue up arrow, and it gets saved and sent out at the time you set. 11 and final tip, I just love how smart the photo album is in iPhone. I mean, you can, from the search bar up at the top, you can search for text, and it'll search images, the background, a t-shirt that someone was wearing, if it has that image, if it has that text on it. You can also take pictures of document and long press on the document and be able to copy. In the bottom right hand corner of this screenshot that's rolling, there's that gray kind of line feature. You click that and it'll copy all the text that it finds in the image, and then you copy that and put it into a note. Pretty interesting, pretty powerful. You can also identify the people in your photos. You can tag their faces, and then it'll do its best to recognize everyone else in that image and throughout your library. So it's a quick way to make photo albums of people. Yeah, very powerful. And again, these are just some of my favorite things. My favorite apps that are not native to iPhone. I mean, it's Wakelet. If I'm going and doing a training and I want to give out a whole bunch of links, Calendly for having people book time with me. Hi, hello is very similar to the tapping, where you can send your information very quickly to people, but it works on every device, not just Apple. You don't tap phones, but when they scan the QR code, it adds your contact information to their library. So that's just the scratch of the surface. If you want to get together or find more detail about any of these topics here, let me know. Have a great day. Oh, this QR code is old, so don't bother scanning that. Bye.